What is something you're convinced people only pretend to like? Working for most jobs. It's great if you do like your job. But most actually don't, and it should be okay to say that. 100% agree. I like my job. I'm a mail carrier for USPS. But I'd be lying if I told you I enjoy doing it every day. I'd rather never work again. I hate feeling like I'm wasting my life on the clock. I don't understand how most people can handle the fact we spend most our waking hours working, preparing for work, or recovering from work. So little time to just enjoy life. Baby showers. It's the games for me. I have no problem going to your bridal/baby shower if there's good food and mimosas. I'm happy to buy you a gift and watch you open it and celebrate your big life event with you. I'll make small talk with your aunt who's had a few too many mimosas. I'll watch you and your fiancé quiz each other on who knows the other one better. But please, for the love of God, don't make me play a game. The game I hate the most is the baby game. That's the one where you get one clothespin, and if you say the word baby and someone else notices, they take your clothespin. Whoever has the most clothespins at the end of the party wins. A couple of times, when the clothespin was handed to me at the start of the game, I just said baby and gave it to the person standing next to me, and then would go about using the word baby as I pleased. The game organizers never like that. But the game is dumb, and I don't want to spend the next several hours at a baby shower trying not to say the word baby. Watching the ball drop in Times Square on New Year's. Hours in a pen. No bags or liquor allowed in but adult diapers, because no porta potties or re-entry if you leave to drop a deuce. And then you get on the subways with people wearing said diapers. I would hear about the ball dropping when I was a kid, but I never actually watched it live until I was a young teenager. I had imagined it was some massive glass ball that got raised by a crane and would fall and shatter at midnight. I have never been more disappointed than when I learned it just slowly beeping descends down a stupid ass pole. Who came up with that? How is that exciting? What? And every year they try to hype it up further. Wow, they've added an additional 5,000 LEDs. Can't you tell? Singing them the happy birthday song. You have to look happy when you're just cringing hard. I sing it very badly. I enjoy that. Virtual work happy hours. We get paid for it and they provide the beer, so I have no complaints and like it. Do they reimburse you or have the alcohol delivered? I am actually for them. I don't have to worry about driving home, and I can just nope out by shutting down without that awkward 15 to 60 minutes of trying to get out and leave. Me. I second this. I hate me too. Srstraming. The dots should be above the O. For SRE. Exercise. I do it all the time. Waiting to start liking it. I'm still beeping. Waiting. What kind of exercise do you do? Yet. /u/Howard Moo. I hate pretty much all cardio. But I find weightlifting pretty satisfying. And even if I don't enjoy performing the lift itself, I enjoy the muscle soreness and mood boost afterwards. It lifts my mood better than any weed, no pun intended. Malort. I'm the exact opposite. I genuinely don't understand the hype around it even tasting bad. It's definitely a strong, bitter flavor that's not for everyone. But people make it out to be like drinking straight turpentine. Gender reveal parties. I've never understood why those are even a thing, and I guarantee no one besides the parents and maybe grandparents really care about the sex of your kid. It's just an excuse to have a party and try and get some gifts out of it. It's just an excuse to have a party and try and get some gifts out of it. You already knew the answer. It's an excuse to get blasted. Other people's kids. I love other people's kids. When you get tired of them, you can just leave. Parents can't do that. Each other at work. I can't play along if I don't like someone. I pretty much avoid them. Definitely don't open up about my personal life to them and then talk crap about them to others. Fondant. It's a scam foisted on us by the baking industry. Buttercream is where it's at. Celebrating other people's anniversaries. Porn star size penises. That's gotta hurt. Exactly. There are some videos on Pornhub of some poor beeping 20-something girl getting absolutely skewered on this dude's absolute third leg. The popular kids in school who are actually terrible people. Most of the popular kids in my school were nice people that everybody liked. That's why they were popular. I'm sure some of them were assholes, but I honestly think the popular people evil trope mostly comes from movies. Same. Popular at my high school basically meant AP/IB student. Friendly. Probably going to be an art major in college. Probably in band/theater. So basically the opposite of what movies show. Only commonality being they're generally attractive. FFS. I was a bisexual atheist communist autist with eroticism and a 3.9 GPA who openly talked about questionable hentai in public and cursed at people in Klingon and Elvish. And was besties with all the Chuyuni kids. By all logic. Never mind movie stuff. I should have had the speep beaten out of me daily. Yet I was at least moderately popular for some reason. But I did well academically and wasn't a complete asshole. Middle school though. That was hell. Oh. ABD, my gym teacher did bully me a lot. Like in a seriously unprofessional way. Wearing thongs. I 100% do not believe the people who claim it feels like they're not wearing anything. I know damn well you can feel that string riding up your crack. Don't lie to me. Oh. I thought you meant flip-flops. I heard that before but can't remember who calls flip-flops thongs. The Australians? Leather seats in cars. In the summer, you stick to the seat and in winter they are freezing cold, yes. Even with heated seats. I always feel like I'm exploiting a loophole or something when I get to pay less to not have leather seats in a new car. Totally don't understand why people like them. That crazy kind of jazz music that's all over the place and doesn't really have any notable melody or structure. It's meant to be listened to as it was performed. High on marijuana. This is the best explanation for free-form jazz, lol. Beyoncé. I love how this has 0 comments. Just silent upvotes. Not anymore. Eating snails. I've had people try to convince me by saying you only really taste the garlic butter or whatever. So the argument is there's no point in eating snails. That's not a convincing argument in my book. If you really like the sauce, then dip some bread in it like a normal person. Now dude, snails are awesome. Worked a little bit at a Chinese place and chef cooked some snails for us. Blew my mind how good it was. Even religious people don't want to go to church. I stopped going years ago. It took up half the day. I only get so much free time. Only a couple of days when I can sleep in. I do know people who actually want to go. But they are mostly older. I'm Muslim and our sermons are on Friday. I'm just not a lecture person. Thankfully ours are only 30 minutes. But even then I'd be much happier if they were 15 minutes max. I'd actually pay attention the whole time and I would be more motivated to come back. Regardless, I feel awful for Christians. Those hours-long sermons while you're bored out of your mind have got to be brutal. pumpkin flavored things. Nah. You like nutmeg and cinnamon. Clubbing. Small talk. Any new hip/popular fad. People pretend to like it. Because other people pretend to like it. And really, the only thing they actually like is the feeling of fitting in and being part of some in-group. Well, I used to believe that metalheads only pretended to like metal until I became a metalhead. Now I'm vibing with Dying Fetus. Dying Fetus. I'd like to flip the script and start a death metal band called Rainbow Unicorn Puppies or something. Well, there's a band called Okilly Dokilly if you are interested. Also there's more normal band names. Like Nile. Nile might be my favorite death metal band. Along with Dying Fetus.